All right, we've got a second opinion call here. Pretty nice, little newer neighborhood. So these houses, I think they're probably 10 years old or less. Nice looking grass, nice looking place here. But they did not like the opinion of the first service company that came out, and I think they put a valve in it. It's still not working well, possibly losing refrigerant. So we're getting warm air out of the condenser. Let's put some gauges on it, see what we've got. All right, so first thing I notice is one cap is all they had on it. They had one on the high side, nothing on the low side. Yeah, that one's got an O-ring in it. And I don't know if it just satisfied or something's going on with it, but it did just shut down. See if we can read it. All right, so there's our standing pressure after it just cut off. But if they put an expansion valve in it and did not replace that old looking filter dryer there, I don't know how good of a practice that was. And I know this is a mud hole here. Tell you, this is the one time I would agree with a homeowner piping job. I would pipe that thing down just to where, of course, it's going to do the same thing down there no matter what you do. Make a big mosquito bed or whatever. That's just a mud spot right here. But anyway, I got here a little bit early, so they're on the way here to get it turned on. Caught it running, and she hopefully satisfied on me. I hope that's what happened, but hopefully they'll be here in a few minutes. All right. See if we can get a look at everything. Well, they left this kind of loose and sloppy. I guess they cut it open. Looks like they would have at least taped it back. Looks like the grommets are gone off of it. And they're trying to stick tape to mastic. Well, maybe not. But it's not so bad. It's not really pouring air out or anything. There's some leaking out of this, but that's expected. If they did indeed put an expansion valve in, looks like they would have replaced that outdoor filter dryer, and looks like they would have put a new piece here, or at least taped it up better. But ICP Tempstar, so decent furnace and a decent brand here. Personally, I would have just replaced the whole coil. That would have made a lot more sense. And, you know, they may have. I don't know that they didn't, but if they did, they just put, you know, left the same case on, because you can see this hasn't been taken loose. Let's see if they even changed the door. Nope, 2016. So if they did replace the coil inside, they didn't put the new door on it, which I would have done in order to get the new serial number in place. But anyway, that's enough nitpicking. Let's go out here and see how it's performing. Definitely a little bit low. 3.8 subcooling. Let's go ahead and hook up the superheat clamp. Superheat is high. So definitely going to need a little bit of refrigerant. I'm going to let it run about maybe 5 more minutes first. It's been running probably at least 5 minutes or more. Let's just make sure where we balance out at, but we can see it's low right now. All right. High superheat, low subcooling, and you can see what I'm going to do. Right now my dye jug is empty, so I need to get that made up again in the shop. So I'm going to use the injector today on this one, and we'll probably go ahead and put most of this in it, and then we'll top it off with some refrigerant. Put this whole tube in. Yep.
If it doesn't light up, then you'll see.
So I'm going to put some gas in it now. Get this up and get that down.
That's why I make it more last day.
All right, it's coming up pretty good. Superheat's coming down. This is going up. Okay, I'm going to assume this is the air leak they're talking about. Right here where the rubber grommets are gone. And this is just hanging open. Not taped up or banded or anything. A little bit could get out of there, but nobody has been back in here and patched or taped anything. Looking around the rest of it, I don't see where any seal has ever been broken. Obviously this is a door that has to come off and on because the valve is inside. So you can see all the way around. The duct is sealed pretty good. So I'm going to take a quick look in here and see if I can see evidence of a new valve being installed. All right, I don't think anybody changed the coil, but I think they put a valve on it. Yeah, so that's the original coil, and they did replace the valve. All right, so I got it back like it was when I got here. You can see that the factory screw holes were kind of reamed out, so they put a couple of these bit tip screws in. Nothing wrong with that. Factory screws are back in the top there. This little bit of an air leak here is just really not enough to fret over. I mean, yeah, if you're working on it, you seal all this up, but that's a drop in the bucket as far as what you're losing. It's certainly not going to run the power bill up. But anyway, let's report all this to the customer and wait and see where the leak's at. All right, so we're going to go ahead and unhook from it, but I do see some oil out here. That's oil. Looks like oil on the coil there, so this could be a condemn the system situation. I bet you it'd take several weeks to get that coil from ICP, but we'll explore all the options and let the customer make the decision.